that.
I love this background.
Oh, who is this?
I love sunflowers. Oh,
Nice.
Who is Shaw?
Oh.
Is that Shannie?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey.
I won't even explain.
Technology be technology.
Yep.
Yes. Do you have the link to the schedule, the live stream schedule, like all the stuff I'm supposed to say? Oh, wait. Found it.
That
There you
link. Okay. How you feeling? Do you need a two minutes to reconnect, recalibrate? There it is.
Sorry. I'll explain later.
All
Some
good.
stuff came up. All right. No, I'm good. I'm sorry about that. What time did we start at noon? Are we just a few minutes late?
We're just 8 minutes ahead of schedule is what I like to say.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna hit public. It's gonna go public. Once I point at you, Shannie, you can go ahead and take it away and just have fun.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We are public.
Okay. I've got the dual pages going, so I should be able to read it pretty good.
Happy Earth Day, everybody.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
Are y'all excited about this?
Super excited. I mean, we have a bunch of great content creators on here, and I'm just happy to be in the same space as them. You know, this is awesome.
Same.
Yeah. Oh, how about you, Shannie?
Very stoked. Very excited. We're live now?
We are live,
Yay!
Shannie.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
Always
Earth
live.
Day.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Is there a way for me to see, like, do we have numbers posted somewhere where I can, or engagement? Are people going to jump in, be able to see their comments?
People, I will be handling all the comments coming in. I will be pinging you, Shannie, on that, and
Okay, awesome.
we'll get that going.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
well then I guess I'll just jump right into it.
Yes, ma'am. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Okay, well, happy Earth Day, everybody. Welcome to the Botanical Interests Earth Day Hangout. We've got friends popping in all hour. We're playing some games, and we want you all to join in the chat. So please just drop your name, what you're growing, maybe where you're at in the chat, so we can kind of gauge where everyone's at. We could sort of steer it in that direction. We'd love to hear just some feedback about everyone, where everyone's coming from.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
Shannie, I just want to say it's fantastic to be on here with you. You know, we all work together at Botanical Interests, but it's great to be in the same space and we're all getting to communicate together. This is so cool.
Yeah, I know, that's true. We haven't
It's
actually
amazing.
been in the same spot together.
We all haven't conversed at all. Like, this is our first time.
Right.
Yes.
It's like we're doing a little bit of companion planting here.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's like
Yes,
we all
yes.
know each other because we see each other. Like, we see each other, you know, on the channel. But yeah, this is our first convo.
Yes. Well, can I make some introductions? Would everybody be okay with that?
Sure.
Okay, well, you know
Absolutely.
him from Urban Gardening with Gray. He's a master gardener, passionate about everything from seeds to strawberries to soil health. He's based in Dallas, Texas, Zone 8B. Graylin Brown.
How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, honor, and a privilege.
Wonderful. And you've seen her channel, Meg Grows Plants. She gardens, she keeps bees and chickens in her backyard in Charlotte, North Carolina, Zone 8A. Megan Lloyd.
That's
Yeah.
Excuse me. It is, we're deep in allergy season in Central Florida. I don't know how you guys are doing with
I
pollen
feel you.
right
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yep,
And
the pollinate.
we're raining out here. So, yeah.
And we're in a severe drought.
Yeah, same. Me and Meg are not too far from one another in the southeast, and we're in a severe drought as well, and we could really use the rain.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because out here in North Texas, we say that North Texas as a whole is usually at a perpetual state of drought with random rain events. So we're going to get all our rain in April and then not see rain again until almost like November.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That
perpetual
must
drought.
really inform your gardening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, but probably in a really interesting way. I'm looking at the time here, and I'm wanting to get right into some
Let's do it.
seed stories. Are you guys down to get into seed story time?
Let's do it.
Always.
Okay, cool.
Let's do
All
it.
right, so who wants to start?
I'll jump
I'll
in.
start. What?
Okay,
or-
no, go for it,
ahead.
Meg.
Go
Go
ahead,
for it. You
Graylin.
got
Take
it.
it.
You got it.
Take it away.
We're full
Okay.
of gardening extroverts. We're all gonna say. Okay, what was the first thing you grew from seed, and did it survive?
The first plant I grew from seed was a squash. It's interesting. It flowered, it grew, and then I got hit with the dreaded squash vine borers.
That
And
was
the squash
literally
thorns.
my story.
Oh,
That's
see,
literally
look.
my exact same story.
See, we're so synced. It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, the SVBs. Oh my goodness, the squash vine borers are a dreaded foe.
I know. Leave it up to SVB to just dump right on your gardening first up. Like that's just it is if one pest was gonna just greet you right at the door and be like, here I am, it would be squash vine borer. They're so ubiquitous, they're so rotten. I don't remember what my first seed was. I think it was beans in a school garden. I would say it was probably a beans in a school garden as a kid. And then as an adult, I got bit by the tomato bug pretty hard. And also I had seasonal depression because I lived in New England. So I was probably like, oh, what can I start right now in winter? So I probably started a tomato indoors. That's my guess. If that was my first, that would be my guess.
Megan, I'm sorry I stole your story, but
no,
it's
it's like a tale as old as time because I'm so jealous of everyone on the West Coast that they just don't have squash vine borer and they can grow these like huge Cinderella pumpkins, and that's like always been my dream. I love pumpkins, and I wanted to grow a really big Cinderella pumpkin, and I wanted it to be like the talk of the neighborhood. Like, look at this giant pumpkin she's growing, but like that's just not. It's just not feasible here. Like, it's just not. The squash vine borer is like it's too much. And so now I grow like the cucurbita machadas, the ones that are more resistant to squash vine borer, like the Seminole pumpkin and all like the butternuts and stuff like that. But they're not Cinderella pumpkins.
Not
like,
Cinderella.
They're cute, but they're just not,
you should try the Georgia Bulldog. Bred by UGA. Yeah. The Georgia Bulldog it's bred by UGA, and it's a lot more resistant to southeastern pests. You're not that far from Georgia.
I need to look that up.
Yeah.
No,
I'm growing
neighbors
those are my
with Georgia.
Halloween pumpkins because in Florida it's almost impossible to plant a pumpkin and have it ready to harvest for Halloween. And the only exceptions are the Seminole pumpkin and the Georgia Bulldog. So I did Georgia Bulldogs 2 years ago. And they were like a massive success, and I had them right at Halloween in Florida, which is a super flex because we have almost no traditional fall.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
that is a Cinderella pumpkin.
It's your year.
Hey, I hate to pull
I'm gonna find seeds right now.
I hate to pull a Kanye West, Shannie, but we have a guest in the lobby right now that I want to bring up.
Yes. Can I give her introduction?
Yeah.
All right, folks. She runs Seeds and Stories, is also featured on the Seed Diaries on the Botanical Interests YouTube channel. She's a self-proclaimed garden nerd from Massachusetts, Zone 6A. Now a warm welcome for Kelsey Segaloff.
Hey!
Kelsey.
I heard we were dissing squash vine borers, and I was like, let me in.
And I will say some of the largest one of the world record pumpkins was grown in Rhode Island, which is where I'm from, which is right next to Kelsey. So it the giants can be done, but I think you're in a really rough spot, Meg, because of the Southeast being the pest issues. Like we have less pests in New England.
Yeah.
Other limitations.
Like it's not just SVB, it's like everything else. Like I like to say we garden in Jumanji here in North Carolina because it's just like there's everything. There's literally everything. all at
Nice.
once.
It just makes you a better gardener. Like if
There
you were
you
ever
go.
to randomly land
Yeah.
your life in California, it would be like child's play. It'd be so easy.
Oh my God. It would be so easy. I mean, I'm sure you'd have to learn some things, but it would just be like, yeah, piece of cake.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's a true garden flex right there.
Mm.
There's gonna be someone from California in the chat going, "Excuse me."
Yeah, they're like,
I
"What?
know.
Home issues. Have you tried
What
gardening
You
in a
don't
severe drought?"
know. You know nothing.
It's true.
Starting beef
We're
here
Kev,
on
justice
Earth Day.
for Kevin Espiritu right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so who killed the most plants this year is our next question.
Mm.
It was
Well,
me.
I can.
I don't think I've killed one so far.
Oh,
far.
that's a flex.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
I have had four for the season so far.
Not bad. Kelsey.
Four.
Kelsey,
must be
you
so
can
nice.
count last year because you're in Massachusetts. so-
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, oh, look at us being able to kill a plant right now. Must be nice.
Yeah, you couldn't even kill a pin if you wanted to.
Well, I have a house plant that I decided at one point was a fake plant because I was like, surely it would have died by now. And then it was a snake plant, and I had neglected it so long that in my brain I was like, must be fake. Until I started watering it again, and it started growing more, and I was like, oh, so that's more of my speed of just like, I surely didn't kill it. It just must be not real, obviously, like some sort of gardening losing my mind over here.
Snake plants are hard to kill though. Like they could probably survive a nuclear war, I think.
Truly.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine flowered last year, and that kind of blew my mind. I was like, because I have snake plants in my master bath, and they started flowering. And all the years I've been keeping ornamental plants, that had never happened. Like, whoa, that's a garden flex right there.
I didn't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, they actually can flower.
Their
It's
flowers are
pretty
really
cool.
pretty. Yeah.
I need to look into this and pay attention to my snake plant.
No, don't. That's the thing.
Oh, right, don't.
They actually kind of thrive on neglect.
Yeah.
So like, leave it alone.
It can't know that you're watching it.
Right.
I just
Out the
glanced
corner of
up
my
at
eye.
a thriving on neglect snake plant in my on my hutch. I'm like, you good over there, buddy? I haven't watered you in a really long time. It's brilliant because I can't reach it, so I cannot love it to death. Because
There you go.
That's a good idea. Put those out of reach so that way it's harder to pay
Yeah,
attention to.
just put it harder. Yep, exactly. It's
Exactly.
easier to ignore. I will admit that I killed like a whole field of tomatoes this year because we play a really delicate dance here in Central Florida where in the fall, if you want tomatoes, you have to start them in late July in a protected area. Then you transplant them out at exactly the right time. And then you hope to get a decent harvest before a frost in winter. And in Central Florida, we might go through the whole winter and never get a frost, or we get one that we can actually just quickly cover the plants and skate through. And so I had about 50 tomato plants all get hit because we had the coldest winter on record. And so I thought I'll just cover them. We'll get one or two frosts. It'll be fine. They had just started to really produce and they died completely. And that was kind of the final straw. I actually applied for an NRCS greenhouse grant after that. I was
There
like,
you go.
again. It's really tricky. We don't grow tomatoes over the summer in Florida at all. We grow them in the fall and then again in the spring.
Yeah, because it just gets so
It's
hot.
too
That's kind of
hot.
how it is out here in
Yeah.
Dallas, you know?
Yeah. It's
It's
odd.
interesting. It's interesting that cold snap that you guys, because you got like down to the 20s for like an extended period of time, right?
Yeah, this is very rare for us. I got to 18.5 for over a week, like off and on, down as low as 18.5. So that killed, most people's mango trees died here, which is really
Yes.
sad. Yeah, because we pride ourselves on being just
No.
warm enough to grow tomatoes. And
Yeah. My buddy Andre the farmer, he lost about 5 of his mango trees, and he has like 20 different varieties that he grows out there in Central Florida too. He
yeah,
lost 5 of them.
I
Down to
hate
4.
that. Oh my God.
I know
Yeah.
That's
Nicole.
awful.
Nicole Pitt is supposed to be jumping in with us in a moment.
Oh, got Nicole too. We just got the
Yeah,
dream
it's
team here.
I
The
know.
Avengers
Yeah.
assemble.
Full house. But I'll wait till Dom gives us the heads up. Do we have Nicole?
Not yet. I
Not
just
yet.
found out how to hide myself from
Oh.
the chat. Not to say I don't want to be here, but me
Oh.
just standing here going, if I'm just
Like,
standing
I'm
here
just
going,
standing here.
Yeah.
I'm not contributing to this epic conversation. So
Well, you
I
are
will-
in the most important way. You're keeping all of us like green thumbed people actually on, you saved my bacon. I was really having
All
some
good.
technical difficulties.
But I'll let you guys know when Nicole comes here. Until then, I'm out. Peace.
Perfect.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, well, I also have some icebreakers that we should try. We should try these out because I'm just taking a look at them now and I'm like, these could be fun. Okay. This goes right with what we were just talking about. What is the most insane thing you've ever done to save a dying plant? I'll start.
Yeah.
Because it's more what my husband did, because he's a diehard for his mango tree. So he built like frantically in a moment of total panic right before the cold was coming, because we didn't think it was going to get so cold. We're out there, I'm being dragged out there with 2x4s and like polyplastic, and we are building like a TP greenhouse over our mango tree in real time. And we built it in like 20 minutes before the sun went down. And we did save our mango tree. It died just above the graft union, which means that we still will have a nice mango tree. Nice. If your fruit tree of any kind dies below that rough, bumpy area on your trunk where it was grafted, it's done. Just either graft a new variety on top or pull it out. But we did save it up to the graft union, and this was a mango tree that we first wrapped in a beach towel at the trunk. Then we put 2 layers of plastic, and all that we managed to do is just save it above the graft union. We thought we were maybe even gonna save its flowers, but it was really cold.
Yeah.
Anybody
That's
else
awesome.
move heaven and earth to save a plant?
Well, I did something similar. I have a lot of bananas because, I'm just going to say, as a gardener out here in North Texas, I want a rack of bananas. I see Kevin last year with his flex with his 80-pound rack of bananas. Other friends in Florida showing off their bananas. Like, look, I'm going to get bananas. So right before our cold came in, my banana trees are too tall for my greenhouse. So I had to hurry up, throw these banana trees on a wheelbarrow and wheel them into my garage just so that I can keep them long enough so that I can get them to fruit. Because Kevin, I got you. I'm going to have a rack of bananas too. I just want one.
I'll be impressed because that's certainly marginal for bananas. So you would be doing something really impressive if you pull that off. Which I believe in you. I know you can.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. It's going to be the year of the bananas for you. I can feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm just amazed because all of you're talking about all these different fruit trees, and I'm like, well, I certainly don't have bananas or mangoes up here. I could technically grow some banana trees, just they won't make bananas, but you can just have the tree part, and I could feel a little tropical. So I more resort to just begging my plants. More than anything, it's mostly verbal. I haven't gone to, like, sure, I'm trying to wrap things and things like that, but it's a lot of seeing a plant dying and being like, I need you. Like I'm writing an out loud love letter to this plant, being like, my happiness is resting upon you. Please don't. And they usually still leave, which is rude of them personally. Because
that's rude. So rude.
It's so rude.
I feel that.
What about you, Meg?
I'm a little more cutthroat. Like if a plant is dying, if it's, if it's like an annual, if it's a tomato, pepper, I'm like, you're dying for a reason. It's time to go. Like you're going to be ripped out. We don't have those tender kind of fruits like you guys do, like the tropical fruits. Our fruits are usually pretty hardy. So it's like, we don't really have to worry about that. But the craziest thing I've done for a plant, we'll say in danger of dying, is my corn patch. Every freaking year, I am able to grow corn to like it's about to tassel. It's like maybe even has cobs in it. But then we get these crazy afternoon storms here in North Carolina or hurricanes. And it's like I'm trying to keep them from falling over because so many times I've had corn patches just completely wiped out by a storm. And so I'm like out in my garden with hurricane winds, like trying to put stakes and like keep them upright. And I'm like, no, you're about to give me corn, but I just like can't. And most of the time it doesn't really work. So sometimes they end up dying anyway. But it is like kind of funny because my fiance is like, "You need to get inside. What are you doing out there?" And I'm just like, "I've got to save my corn."
The funny thing is, hearing that, it just makes me think of Wizard of Oz, and you're outside trying to save your corn, and the Wicked Witch is like, "You and your little corn too."
Yeah, that's how it feels. And there's stuff like flying around, and I'm just like, I my corn.
Oh, the things we do for love.
For love.
The things we do for our garden. Yeah.
Yep. Let's look at more of these icebreakers. We've got more.
Well, while we're looking at the icebreakers, can I mention something? This being Earth Day, over here in my household is a special day for us because Earth Day is also my wife's birthday. So I just want to say to my wife, Maya Brown, happy birthday. Love you. Yeah, we love Earth Day around here.
Oh, extra special.
Oh, so sweet. Oh, happy birthday.
That's wonderful. Is she doing do you do anything from your garden on a cake? Do you throw any flowers on there?
No flowers, but we are planning on doing some chocolate dipped strawberries because I call myself the self-proclaimed strawberry king of Texas. So we're gonna dip some strawberries into some chocolate and make us a chocolate strawberry cake.
And I think that's one crop we
amazing.
probably all have in common, where no matter Carolina, Texas, Massachusetts, even Florida, we're all getting into some pretty good strawberries.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have do you guys have trouble with strawberries in your area? I wouldn't think so. Not in Mass.
No,
No,
definitely
they're
not.
pretty prolific here.
We grow them over the
One
winter
shot.
in Florida, which is odd.
Yeah, being a perennial crop, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And it has how warm you are in Central Florida. That makes sense,
Yeah, but they die in the summer, so you replant them every year. So it's a little they're odd. Yeah, they're a little different for us, but not too much. Oh, here's a prompt I like. Sunrise or sunset gardener?
Sunrise.
Sunset.
Sunrise. Neither?
I'm not a morning person.
Are you sunset, Kelsey?
Oh no, sunrise. We're all against Meg here because
No.
I'm thinking mosquitoes. If I start doing sunset, the mosquitoes are worse here, and I'm not messing
That's
with
fair.
that.
That's fair. I am such a non-morning person that I would rather get mosquito bites than to wake up in the morning, than to wake up at sunrise. I don't want to see the sun in the morning. I want to see it set. I don't want to see it rise. I don't need to see that.
Okay, here's a question that's not on the list, but now I'm thinking about, because I know Kelsey's answer is deer. You're scared of deer. Like what are you most afraid of out in the garden, like encountering? Because being from New England, if you got a deer tick, I would really rather run into a rattlesnake here in Florida than a deer tick in Rhode Island, like any day, because because Lyme disease is so like silent and challenging. And I've known so many people who struggled, and I had it myself, and it's terrible. You have to take a lot of antibiotics. But down here in Florida, I have had the eastern coral snake on my property, which are beautiful. And actually they have very small mouths. And so apparently it'd be really hard for them to bite. And I have to be cognizant of copperheads. I don't live near a body of water, so I'm not afraid of alligators. I'm afraid of them, but I'm not afraid of them in my garden. Yeah, because Florida's the Australia of America. So we've got so is Texas. I mean, I'm like, Greg, what are you looking for in the garden or looking out for?
All right, so two things. Okay, one, when you said snakes, look, I know I'm supposed to be this big tough cowboy out here in Texas, but I'm like Indiana Jones. Like, why did it have to be snakes? I know they serve a purpose, and I let them be, but I see them in the garden. Like, look, I'm gonna go over here and tend to another plant while you hang out over there, because I'm not trying to be in the same vicinity. But yeah, you're right. Texas, we're like the Australia of America too, because I mean, raccoons have been just getting on my nerves. They've been digging in so many of my beds every morning. I'm going reset beds because the raccoons are out there digging up the grubs and everything. So everything. What is it? Armadillo. I had an armadillo that was the size of a Volkswagen walking through my garden last night. I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now?
They're destructive.
Oh, they're cute though.
They are cute.
They are cute, but destructive.
What about you guys? What do you gals?
I am terrified of hornworms. I hate encountering one. I hate sneaking up on me. I don't like that it looks like it's looking at me. It looks like it has like 24 eyeballs that are looking at me. And then they're so like chunky and squishy. Like I hate pulling them off because it's just, I don't know, it's gross. I don't like the texture. And then recently, and like I live in an urban neighborhood, fully fenced in backyard. So usually I don't see a lot of like pests and stuff. And also we have a lot of neighborhood feral cats. And so I usually don't encounter rodents or anything. But the other day I saw a rat, like Gray said, a rat the size of a Volkswagen. I saw it running through my garden and I was like, I was just shocked. I was dumbfounded. I was like, I've never seen this before in my 6 years of living here. An actual rat. So that's gross.
Oh
So
yeah.
I hope that one of the feral cats gets it, or the chickens or something. I don't know.
Or a snake.
Yeah.
Or a snake. I like snakes. I love snakes. I grew up with snakes, and I love snakes. They don't scare me, but
I'm a former Floridian, so you and I actually did the reverse from New England to Florida. So I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, and I lived for a year in the Orlando area.
That's where I live.
And then, so for me, when I see a non-venomous snake in my garden, I react with my childhood fear of the venomous snakes in Florida, and my brain cannot parse the two. So that's tough for me. Welcome back, Dom.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know the chat is agreeing with all you guys. 35K Grease said they hate seeing groundhogs. Michelle in the metal said raccoons are cute, but they will tear your food sources. And
yes.
Somebody said, Katie Homegarden said Mississippi mosquitoes, that's a very particular mosquito. Because I see California mosquitoes. I don't know what Mississippi mosquitoes look like, but
she's spot on. In Mississippi, those mosquitoes are like Harrier jets. She is not lying. I've seen your mosquitoes. I know what you're talking about.
And we had 12 votes. Do you have challenges with wildlife in the garden? And 67% of them said yes. So thank you guys.
I currently have baby bunny nests in my garden beds, and I am both like, I was rearranging my garden, and so at first I was like, oh no, well now I simply can't. And then at the same time I was like, they are all mine now. And I have like 3 generations of baby bunnies at this point who have been born in my garden. So I'm a great grandmother. Thank you. And thank you so much. They have my eyes. And so the other day I went out and a hawk swooped by, and I got really emotional because I was like, my baby bunnies. And so I know a lot of people would be like, no baby bunnies in my garden. They're going to eat everything and destroy it. But there's not much going on in my garden right now. So it might as well be somebody's home. As long as they're out when I start planting things, we're okay.
And free fertilizer. Like bunny poop is the best fertilizer because it's a cold compost. Like it doesn't need to break down. It's just there's people on my Facebook Marketplace local that are searching for bunny poop to put in their garden.
Me.
I didn't know that.
They're like, you have a bunny, it poops, you can bag it up, and some people will sell it or give it away for free, and they'll just like put it on Marketplace. Yeah, I thought about picking up a bag for myself just to see. I want to see what it's like.
I've used it before. You should. Rabbit manure is some of the best. At very high source of potassium as well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
It's made me want to get a bunny so bad.
I have one. My bunny Daisy has run away from home for nights on end. Daisy ran away a few days ago for 48 hours, and I was like, oh, and my kids were so sad. My 4.5-year-old was like, what happened? And I was like, oh, I think she went to live in the woods, but she hopped back home. No. And now we have a proper hutch for her. I have an 18-month-old baby, and she accidentally let her go.
Mm.
So we now have a proper space for her, and she's totally happy. She lives in a hutch within the bigger chicken yard, so she's got buddies, and she's very happy now. And I steal her poop and put it in my garden, and I swear by bunny poop. That's one of my favorites, and I am one of those crazies who's bought bunny poop on Marketplace.
Now, that proposes a question. Okay. Rabbit manure, or no, let's say as far as keeping livestock on your property, which are you, chicken or rabbit? Which do you think is easier or better?
I haven't had enough volume of rabbit. I could tell you chicken versus duck. I'm team duck. Duck poop is also a cold manure, and the water from my duck's pond. I have a little kiddie pool. I pour it on my fruit trees, and all my bananas put out racks at the same time. And some of those bananas had never fruited for me before. And ducks are friendly and they're really good layers. But for some reason, people don't like duck eggs as much as chicken eggs. They're just not familiar. So my biggest challenge is no one wants to buy my duck eggs. I'm bummed. I have one local baker who buys almost all of them, but like individually, I cannot get people to buy my duck eggs. But chicken eggs, like they fly off the shelf.
Oh, nice. I like how you tried to low key flex on me. Like, yeah, I got all these banana racks. I'm gonna have some bananas.
Get a duck. Well, I mean, I would be a really bad gardener if I couldn't grow these bananas because someone else planted them before I moved on this property. I inherited these bananas, so all I had to do is not kill them. And in Florida, it's like pretty hard to kill a banana. You really would have to be trying.
Nice. Meg, what about you? Team chicken or team rabbit?
I haven't had rabbits, but I'm gonna say team chicken just because I love how you can automate chickens pretty much like in this day and age. Like they put themselves to bed, you can get an automatic door. So like I don't need to let them out. I don't have to put them up. Like they kind of run their own show. And then I even have an automatic feeder that opens and closes. Like I have everything automatic and just hooked up. So it's like I really don't have to do that much work with the chickens, and I'm like lazy. So I like to have everything as seamless as possible. And I feel like I really found that with my chickens, and I love them. They are very friendly. Of course, I love the eggs. I eat probably like 2 eggs a day. Like I love it. So and then I know that their manure is hot, which means that like it needs to break down. But I have soil that is ready this year, and I just planted 2 fruit trees with the soil, and it's like such good soil. Like they make such good compost, even though it has to compost for like a year. It's like it's good stuff. So team chicken.
Nice. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any animals, Gray?
I used to have chickens. I had a flock of lavender operagen, beautiful lavender colored birds. I love those birds. But I live in Texas, and so a bobcat came by my house like my house was KFC and picked off every single bird. And I named my birds too. I had a rooster, and his name was Ike, and the rest of the hens, they were the Ikeettes. And that bobcat cleaned me out. So I love chickens because you're right. They have so much personality. Ike was mean-spirited, just like Ike Turner in real life. And but they have so much personality. But I'm leaning more towards Team Rabbit because everything eats chicken. You know what I mean? Not everything eats rabbit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
True. I actually have a buff Orpington named Dolly Parton. And her best friend that she's always hanging out with is Jolene, my little red Dolly and Jolene are always together. And
Jolene.
Yeah, I got my little 4.5-year-old singing Jolene. She loves that song, and she loves Dolly and Jolene. They're such a pair. And the other day we had a bear break into our coop, and I was like so nervous because my husband said they got a chicken, and I was like, just don't say it was Dolly. And he's like, it wasn't Dolly. I was still so sad, but I think I'm going to be like pretty inconsolable if I lose Dolly. She's like my spirit animal. I love her. Yeah, she's a good girl. They're best buddies. Kelsey, are you keeping any animal? No, you
I'm not. I have a dog.
Yeah, I love dogs too.
Hey, that works. She likes sleeping in my garden beds. She really takes the word bed literally.
Mhm.
But I have the KFC comment took me out. I laughed and then I was like, ooh, was I supposed to laugh? Because your poor animals. And also I'm just learning so much from all of you too, because I am much earlier into my gardening journey than all of you are. And so between the cold and hot manure and all of these names of birds that I've never lavender that I've never heard before, and the Great Mango Massacre of 2026, like these are not in my zone. So I am really enjoying learning from all of you and soaking this in. But I'm not a bird person. Not to say that there's a thing as being a bird person, but I know this is entirely my fault because there's no reason as a child my finger should have been near an emu, but an emu bit my finger when I was a child, and ever since I've hated all birds. And which, when you put back into context that I grew up in Florida, it becomes a little bit more like, oh, I see how this checks out together. Yeah, I'm afraid of chickens. So maybe Meg, your friendly chickens would turn my opinion. I think seeing chicken run as a child also freaked me out. But
I
hey,
have
Nicole,
a chicken that would change.
Hey.
I believe it. We'll have to set up that meet and greet.
Yeah, anytime.
Definitely.
Her name is Winona. She's so cute.
Oh,
Winona.
I love the name.
Love it.
Hi, friends.
Hi, you've seen her
Hi.
online as Flower Hill Farm, growing farm flowers on a whopping 20-acre plot in upstate New York, Zone 4B. We have Nicole
accurate.
Pitt.
Nicole. Hey.
I just wanted to get back in the greenhouse. I was having, I think, connectivity issues. Today's opening day. I have a garden center as well as the flower farm, and it's opening day. So we're literally just have thousands of plants. And, you know, I open on a Wednesday. I always open on Earth Day every year because I kind of like just opening on Earth Day. But I open on a Wednesday because it's less chaotic. If I opened on a Saturday, it would be insane. So yeah, how's everybody going? I've been listening to bits and pieces of you guys hanging out.
Great. I'm so excited you're
Awesome.
here. I actually am going to be dropping in just a moment. So I'm glad we all got to be here together for a moment, and just it's been so much fun hanging out. I can't wait to keep listening in, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Earth Day.
You too. And Kelsey, see you soon.
Thanks, Kelsey.
See you in Houston.
See you in Houston.
Bye, everyone.
I'll be following your stories.
Bye.
Oh, okay. I always like follow her stories where she's like always going to these places, and I'm like, if I want to see what it's like, I know Kelsey's gonna be there, so let me just watch your stories.
Yes.
Nicole, congratulations on opening on Earth Day. I think that is a
Yeah.
fantastic
Thank
day
you.
of opening.
Happy
Nice.
opening
Yeah.
day.
And it looks
Thank you.
beautiful
Most of
behind you.
the Thank you. Most of the other greenhouses wait until May 1st to open. Yes, you can plant that. I got crew members working here. We're still planting. We're still starting seeds. Everything right here. There are 4 packs. We're going to be seeding our zucchini, our squashes, our cucumbers, because we're not like you, Gray. We still have frost for like another month.
Oh yeah.
So we're not frost free until around Memorial Day. So I'm just starting those seeds for 4 packs. I've got tomatoes and peppers are already started and all that stuff. Of course, we do those early because they take longer, but I just think it's just kind of cute to open up on Earth Day. So that's what my goal is every year. Even though we're not ready, there's a mess everywhere. But people just like to stroll through and see what we have for spring, get ideas of what they want for vegetables and hanging baskets and their bedding plants. And they get to at least get into the greenhouses and just look at all the beautiful things.
Nice.
And then they'll be back.
They will. Actually, I had a customer who was just here. We've had people from a couple of hours away already today. And I had a customer from about 45 minutes away. And she said, when I come back here on Sunday with my daughter-in-law, don't tell her I was already here. So it's fun to see all my regular customers come back. This is my 4th spring here. So it's still kind of new for me, but we're kind of making little tweaks every year to make it bigger and better every year.
Nice. And now, where exactly is your garden center located? In case someone watching the broadcast might say, "Hey, they want to swing through."
Yeah.
So we are in upstate New York. It is, not when a lot of people say upstate, they think right above New York City. No, we are 4 hours north of New York City. So we're in the central part of New York State. It's Boonville, New York. Literally, it's the boonies, and it's great.
Wow.
We have a very small population. We have about 2,500 people. These are customers. Hi, guys. How are you? We have about 2,500 people in the village, and then it extends back into the town. Probably 5,000 people in the actual town itself. So it's not huge, but I grow a couple thousand hanging baskets and probably about 20,000 bedding plants. And then I don't keep track of the vegetables. This is actually the vegetable house. We've got all the baskets, but the rest of the house is all herbs and vegetables. And that's it. So once May 1st hit, we're open 7 days a week. But right now I'm just doing, a little here, a little there. And then once May 1st hits, we're 7 days a week. And then I don't sleep for 6 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Oh, no.
Wow. You know what's interesting? All right. So Boonville, New York. One, did not know that was a town. But the funny thing, the correlation we have is I went to military school in Boonville, Missouri.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
Boonville connection.
Boonville connection.
I love it. I love it.
And I
Wonder
used
Twins
to live in
power
a town
activate.
called Boone.
You did? Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Boone, North Carolina. I lived there
So
for
although
5
my
years.
company, we are Flower Hill Farm, because I have the farm location, this is actually on Boone Street, Boonville. So I call this the Boone Street Nursery.
Hey, my
Wow.
grandma lives on Boone Street.
What the
Full circle.
Oh my
We're full
goodness.
circle.
Come on.
Full circle. We are the Justice League of America right
That's
here.
right.
I love it.
Oh, that's
Boone Power.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
So what are you guys
Nice.
doing? Are you planting anything, Meg? What do you have in the garden? Yeah, you probably already talked about this. I'm a late arrival to this live stream.
We haven't actually. We
No,
haven't
we did
discussed
not
like what
get.
we're
That's
planting
what we're
now.
gonna close on. Is
Oh,
we can
okay.
spend the last
I'm
few
too
minutes
early.
talking about what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect. Perfect timing. We got 10 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, I just planted out all of my tomatoes, not planting out peppers yet because we're getting weird weather fluctuations here. It was like in the 90s last week and then it like dipped down. Now we're having this weird cold front. So I planted out my tomatoes because they needed to be evicted from the greenhouse. Like they're way too
Yeah.
big. But I'm holding
Yeah.
off on my peppers and I'm thinking after this cold front, they're going out. So very
Yeah.
exciting. And then I've sowed all of my seeds like beans and squash and melons, all of that.
Melons.
Just bought an
Melons.
elderberry tree. Very excited about that.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Elderberry.
Yes.
Do any of you guys have honeyberry? Have you ever grown honeyberries?
No, but
I
I
can't do
want
those in Florida.
one.
No.
You can't? Okay.
A friend of mine does, but I haven't. A friend of mine down the
Okay.
street does.
I've
I
got
want
about
one.
I have about 20 of them in my 4th greenhouse. I have 5 greenhouses total. In the 4th greenhouse, I have about 20 of them, and they're looking so good. I'm taking half of them home.
Nice.
I'll be there in like 10 hours
Yes.
or however long it takes to get there.
I've had people like cycling in my nursery because I have a little fruit tree nursery in my backyard, and
Ooh.
right now blueberries are the big one in
Yeah.
Florida, and they're covered in berries, and so I have blueberry shrubs flying out the door right now, and I
Yeah.
got people on Marketplace like every 10 minutes being like, "Can I come get them? Can you guarantee that I can have berries right now?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm looking at berries right now." My 18-month-old is trying to pick every last one. You have to beat her. You come down here and get them before she eats them.
That's insane because our blueberry picking season is mid-July.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Everything's opposite in Florida, but yeah, we specialize in like subtropical, not true tropicals, but sort of subtropical, and then all of the fruit trees that you guys grow, farther north, but the specific varieties that do well in Florida.
Yeah. We have very few because I like to offer zone 3, zone 4 for my customers just to guarantee that they're going to be, come back for them.
Yeah.
And we're limited really in the varieties that we can grow here, but they're delicious though. All of them. Honeycrisp. We can do Honeycrisp, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of cut flowers now. I mean, I have all my tomatoes, peppers, everything that's going to be out fruit and vegetable wise is out and planted. But I'm doing another round of cut flowers with my zinnias as well as my Gadea goblins. Just because the older I get, the more like I love flowers, so I want some more flowers around. Plus, native. I
So
love my native plants, right? So I gotta have something here for my native bees and everything.
Yes.
I feel that. I don't know. It's like when you get older, like bird watching and then
Mm.
flower loving.
Yes.
More of an appreciation for nature, essentially.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Look,
And the
I'm
beauty
so
of it.
glad you said that because I have a family of red robins that are living in my Norfolk pine. There's eggs in there right now, and I couldn't be more excited.
I have a Carolina wren that nested in my green stalk, like right
Oh my
under,
God.
like I wouldn't have, I saw the mama bird fly out, and if I hadn't seen her fly out, I would have never known that they were there. And they all hatched. There's like 5 babies in there right now. They're looking like they're ready to fly the nest like any day now. And I'm keeping tabs on them, and I just love it. And I think the same like Carolina wrens come back every year, or their babies come back, because I always have, and they nest in like the most random places ever.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
the first I've heard of them in a grow stock.
Yeah. No, same. I was shocked. I was like, why would you pick this?
And the thing I love about it is that now you have a natural pest control right there that's going to feed on all those
That's
little pests
right.
in the garden,
I see her with something in her mouth every day, bringing food to her babies. And I'm like, yeah, it's perfect. It's an ecosystem.
See, perfect for Earth Day, right?
That's right. Yes.
I just spotted a little small bird's nest in one of my oak trees on the lower branch, and I got closer and inspected it. There was no eggs, but I saw that it had been made partially out of pieces of plastic, because this area that my land was formerly dumped on. Not like a full dump, but like it's just people don't throw away their trash. So there was just like a little piece of plastic, woven into the design, and I was like, oh well, bless your heart for being resourceful, little bird, but I'm so sorry that people abuse this land. But it's taken a total 180. My property we spent months just cleaning trash, and there's still pieces of trash around that I have to clean up, but it's been a labor of love. And now my biggest food forest is going in this spring. This is the big project of my property. It's a half acre.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing a half acre food forest. So I'm very excited. There's going to be persimmon. Yeah, it's going to be like persimmon trees, blackberries, blueberries, plums. I wish it was going to be like, mango ice cream bean, but we really learned last winter that we're in a cold spot. So
microclimate.
yeah, so I'm going more with, plums and peaches and persimmons and blackberry, blueberry. Also great things.
Yeah. And I love you said that, Nicole, microclimate. That's the thing that a lot of sometimes novice gardeners don't really understand. Like, oh, I'm in zone 8. What can I grow? Well, it depends on your microclimate. Because like the microclimate I have out here, and it's beneficial to me in the summer, but I'm like maybe 5 to 8 degrees cooler than DFW. But then in the winter, I really feel it when I have some of my tropicals and subtropicals. I gotta hustle to save them, so microclimate matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My neighbor is about 8 degrees colder than me in the wintertime. It's just because his house is surrounded by trees, so he's not getting the sunshine that I am.
Yep.
So he's like a solid zone 3, and I'm a 4B. Gotta add that B in there. 4B.
Yeah.
But I did put in a Kusa dogwood tree this last fall, and that is zone 5, and I've yet to see life from it. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
I'll
be reporting back.
I thought I was rugged for growing up in southern New England, but if you were like hoping a dogwood lived, that is cold.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of other dogwoods, but this specific one is a Kusa with the big flowers. So I mean, I was traveling last year. I went to Boston a lot, and it was the time of the year where the Kusa dogwoods were blooming, and I just needed one in my own yard. They're beautiful. So they're a zone 5, and we'll see. I don't see any buds on it yet, but again, we had snow last week, so I'm letting it come when it's ready.
Hey guys, I
Nice.
just want to jump in here and say people are vibing with the boom power. That's for sure. There's a lot of hashtag boom power. And we asked the question, do we want another live stream like this? Let us know. So we'll be hitting those polls and votes right now. But I want to basically leave the chat here. Nicole, Meg, Graylin, Shannie, can you give one piece of advice for Earth Day that the chat could maybe take home after this live stream?
Ooh.
Nice.
I
I'm
know
going to
it's
say,
all-
go out and touch some soil. Doesn't matter if you're planting a seed, planting a tree, just go out and touch some soil, because those microorganisms in that soil are going to make you feel great.
Yes.
Good one.
I love that.
Perfect.
I'm going to be,
I'm
oh,
gonna
go ahead, Meg. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say go check your local botanical garden, see if they're having sales or plant sales, because I picked up a ton of native flowers and native perennials at my local plant sale, and plant something native to your area.
Mhm.
Even if
There
it's
you
just
go.
one thing, plant something
I
native.
love that.
It's
Mhm.
awesome.
What I was going to recommend, obviously, is that you support your local garden centers, the small independent garden centers, because I grew every single one of these plants that are in here, and the big box stores can't say that they did that. and we put so much love into all these plants. If you are curious about what goes onto your plants as far as chemicals, your independent garden centers are going to know exactly what's been sprayed on any of these plants. And it's important. It's important that we support local, because they're disappearing. It's becoming harder and harder to run independent garden centers, but local support means everything. So I recommend that you go out and support your local garden center on Earth Day, if they're open.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say compost your scrappies. You know, you have the makings of the best soil you could possibly dream of in your kitchen. Just
Yeah.
That part.
scraps. You got to start composting if you haven't, and don't be intimidated by perfecting compost. Just get a basic brown to green ratio, 3:1 ratio going. Flip it when you can. Don't feel too much pressure, but just start composting and don't stress over it. Just start a little pile.
Mhm.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, thank you
And you-
guys
That's
so
my-
much for getting together. This was a blast. We're gonna do it again.
We
Yeah,
have
that
to.
was so
We
much
definitely have to.
fun.
Sorry, I was a few
Yeah.
minutes late.
Better late
Uh,
than never.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know,
Oh.
I just want to say one more thing for Nicole. Nicole, you're absolutely right. Guys, support your local nurseries, because at the big box stores, they are not knowledgeable. So you go and ask them about a plant, they won't
Yeah.
know. Some of them
Yeah.
may, but it's a rare occasion you find somebody who's knowledgeable on a plant. When you
Yeah.
go to a local nursery, they know their plants. They know the growing climate. These are the people you want to ask.
And it's like right down the road for me, there is a box store, and I get along great with them. I support, because my local community members work there, but they're selling zone 6 fruit trees right now. We're not
No.
that.
I was gonna
So,
say they sell
yeah.
stuff that's not even for your zone. That's like a pet peeve of mine.
yeah, same.
I have a friend who went out of business, and she was a small nursery, and she said that part of the reason was because customers came and they got the advice from her. They took
Yes.
that advice and went over to the box stores and then
Yes.
spent their
Oh.
dollars.
Why?
Please don't
Why?
do that. I promise
Yeah.
if it happens to be a price discrepancy, it is so well worth it, and you're going to get it back in quality and what you reinvested in this community. But it is a reality that a lot of people, it happens to us at our nursery in here in Sorrento, Florida. We get people come and they ask a lot of advice, and then they skedoodle, and then they'll say like, oh, I actually found it at, one of the big ones. And we're like, oh, well, still got to make a contact, but it's a bummer. So yeah.
Listen, I get it. If you find something you like at a box store, have at it, but still support, spread the love. That's all we're
Spread the
asking.
love.
Spread the
There
love.
you go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in.
Yes. Happy Earth Day.
Happy
Happy
Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Day.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.